Want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
And good morning once again as we greet you from the Murphy Center here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro. We have state tournament semifinal action all day today. Winners go for the big trophy tomorrow, and unfortunately the losers will be going home. It is Stone Memorial High School out of Crossville, Tennessee against Christ Presbyterian Academy from Nashville, and the winner will meet Memphis Mitchell for the AA championship tomorrow. This is Dick Palmer along with Jeff Jordan, and we'll be bringing you the play-by-play action as these two teams square off for the right to go for the big trophy. And Jeff, both of these ball clubs pretty impressive in their first games in the tournament and quarterfinals.
They were, and something else they have in common, both of them had their girls team here last week, and CPA actually won it.
Exactly.
But anyway, Stone Memorial beat Livingston Academy 80-65 in round one, and CPA really buried Spring Hill. It was 82-62. Could have been a lot worse. And you're right, the winner of this game plays Mitchell Saturday at 2 o'clock for the big gold ball.
Well, a couple of teams that have a lot of size. And this is something we haven't seen teams with. We've seen teams maybe one or two big kids, but these teams are pretty well matched size-wise all up and down the lineup.
Well, Stone Memorial all starters are over 6 feet, and Dishman is 6'5", and CPA really got some big kids. They are at 5'10" and 6 foot at the guard spots, but they're 6'5", 6'2", and 6'6". Across the back line, which is, boy, I tell you what, that is great size for particularly single A, any school really, but certainly single A. And Dick, I think that probably anybody that's been paying attention to basketball and for any length of time, that would be you and me for sure, probably going to recognize these coaches too.
Mike Buck, former Middle Tennessee player, and Drew Maddox, former Vanderbilt player, going head-to-head today.
You know, like the young man Swift yesterday for Lake County, Mike, whose name will be remembered in Lake County now forever. 50 years from now, they will remember that kid's name because of that 77-footer he hit yesterday. Well, Mike Buck's name also will be remembered around here in these parts forever.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're going to take a couple of minutes, then we'll be back to set the stage for this semifinal matchup between CPA and Stone Memorial. As we tell you, you're listening to the Blue Cross Championships from the TSSAA Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championship.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
Well, that sound can only mean one thing. That's championship basketball, and that's what we've got for you today. Semifinals in Class AA in the Blue Cross Championships from the Murphy Center. Dick Palmer, Jeff Jordan with you, and these two teams both got in the 80s yesterday. Jeff, does that mean we're going to have a high-scoring game today?
I would say yes, and I would think that we'll get it going up and down the floor, too, pretty good.
We mentioned the head coaches before we took our break. Mike Buck out of Crossville, Tennessee, Stone Memorial High School, relatively new school up there. This is their second trip. They were here last year and just won their first state tournament game a couple of days ago. And then Drew Maddox, Christ Presbyterian, they'll be making their third trip last year in 2008. And they also picked up a win in their opening game. So these two teams have a lot to play for, although they haven't been here that often.
And these two coaches have been through, of course, full basketball lives since they were little kids, and but they are both, I'm sure, very excited. And of course, I would assume you did the game where Buck played so well, and certainly we were both there.
Exactly, that was at Vanderbilt in the NCAA tournament against Florida State, and he hit 6 3-pointers in the game.
I don't believe he missed a shot, did he?
I don't think he did. No.
Like 11 for 11 or something like that.
Don't think he missed a shot. And, that one will always be remembered. We're going to have the starting lineups coming up next, so we'll take 2 minutes for our local stations. You're listening to the Blue Cross Championships right here on the TSSAA network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
One shot this.
All right, let's quickly check the starting lineups for both teams as they are taking the floor. For Stone Memorial, Coach Mike Buck will start number 30, Luke Matthews, a 6'2 sophomore. Number 50 is Brandon Cole, a 6'2 senior. 32 is Dustin Dishman, a 6'5 senior. In the backcourt, number 5 is Brock Rowan, a 6'1 junior, and Robert Torino, a 6'1 senior. And for Christ Presbyterian, they will be in the dark uniforms, the Lions, actually purple trimmed in gold. They will have 24 Craig Bradshaw, 6'2 senior, 23 Jake Alsmiller, 6'5 sophomore. There's the opening tip, won by the Lions. And that will be Bradshaw to bring it across. He'll feed it down the baseline. Shot missed and then stuffed back in by Jalen Lindsay. Lindsay, a 6'6 sophomore, with the putback to give CPA a lead in the corner for Stone Memorial. The shot missed by Rowan and taken off by CPA.
CPA favored, I would think, Dick.
Bradshaw missing outside. And the ball's going to go out of bounds to Stone Memorial.
CPA 35-2. Stone Memorial 26-10. CPA district champions, region champions. Stone Memorial district runner-up, region champions.
And driving the baseline, Cole lost it out of bounds, but touched last by the Lions. Completing the CPA lineup, number 3 is Braxton Bonds, a sophomore guard. Number 1, Vic Wharton, a 5'10 sophomore guard.
Bonds,
all coming in play.
Bonds, by the way, is, I believe, a nephew of Barry Bonds.
Luke Matthews going to feed it down low. Cole, shot no good, and the rebound taken by Jalen Lindsay. He has the only points of the game so far on a putback. Jumping outside, Bradshaw missed it off the rim, and the ball out of bounds. And whose ball is going to be CPA's ball under the basket. It'll be inbounded there by Wharton. Wharton puts it in play to Lindsay. Out front spin move by Bradshaw, but he lost the handle on the ball, and it is going to go out of bounds to the Panthers. A little backcourt pressure being applied by CPA as Stone Memorial brings it up to the center line. Cole gets it across. Feeds over to Rowan on the right side. They tried to go inside to Cole. It's deflected away, and Bradshaw has it for CPA. Alsmiller open on the left wing. Knocks down the three.
And a wise timeout taken here early.
Alsmiller will keep it here on this 30-second timeout. Alsmiller, the son of former Vandy star Brian Alsmiller, who is on the staff of Drew Maddox at CPA. The other assistants for the Lions are Elliot Cherry, Michael Cooey, who is a young man from Murfreesboro, and Stephen Owens. And for Stone Memorial, Mike Buck's staff includes Ray Buck, Neil Capps, Taylor Denny, and Randy Knowles. And they're from up on the plateau. You see Mike Buck giving some instruction to his team.
I did so many games for Oakland, and when Michael Cooey was playing, I really think I probably should have taped Michael Cooey for 3, and it's good. I think put that on tape.
Ball coming in play for the Panthers in backcourt. Rowan gets it across the line. They throw long to Cole underneath, off the glass, and he'll score.
Oh, that's a tremendous move right there.
5-2, CPA leading.
And a basket that they really needed to stop the early bleeding.
Bradshaw with a drive. He traveled as he started his move to the basket. And the Panthers take it in backcourt. And CPA is not going to let him bring the ball down uncontested. Coming across the line Luke Matthews. Matthews tried to go to Cole. Lindsay intercepted. Gives the ball out front to Wharton. His shot blocked. And the rebound picked up inside. Bonds missed. And pulled down finally by Dishman for Stone Memorial. There's a long jumper out front, no good. That was Rowan on the miss. Put back, no good. And Lindsay the rebound.
Of course, Lindsay's an athlete, isn't he?
There's Alsmiller on the left wing. There's Lindsay inside. He'll bank it in.
That kid is a player.
It is 7-2. CPA in the lead. This is Dishman in the back court. Long pass coming across. Rowan comes out to Dishman, inside to Cole. Fake shoots and scores. Another good move by 6'2 senior Brandon Cole.
Nice assist. Getting the ball right where he needed it.
7-4. There's Bonds outside, missing off the rim, and no rebounders in there for CPA. Easy rebound for Stone Memorial. All over in the left corner. And the Matthews pass intercepted. Bond's going to throw long. They give it to Lindsay coming down. And we've got a foul. And that was Wharton, who saw Lindsay trailing the play. Got the ball to him. We've got our first foul. It's on 32, Dustin Dishman. At the free throw line, 6'6 sophomore Jalen Lindsay. He's going to be shooting a pair. And the first one off the rim, no good. I expect a few folks are going to be looking at this young man. He's only a sophomore.
He is really a good-looking athlete.
One more shot for Lindsay. And made that one with the help of the backboard. 8-4. CPA leading. Got our first sub of the game for the Lions. Number 2 is Brandon Cook, a 6-foot senior. He'll check in for Alsmiller. In backcourt, this is Gage Spence, first sub for Stone Memorial, a freshman. And we got a travel on the other end. Lindsay had intercepted but traveled.
Should have just let it go out of bounds. It would have been his ball.
Here will be Torino to inbound. Got it into Dishman, can't do anything with it. Back outside it comes to Spence. He'll jump in the lane, in and out. Rebounded for CPA by Robert Brown, who also just came in, a 6'2 junior. They're going to lob to the weak side, driving layup, in and out. Wharton missed it. And the rebound to Stone Memorial. They'll pop a three on the other end, and that is Brett Rowland with the three. That'll make it a one-point game, 8-7 in favor of the CPA Lions. They'll try a three on the other side. Miss, and the putback. Wharton, right place, right time, and he gets the putback to make it 10-7.
An air ball doesn't always hurt you, does it, Dick?
No. Cole works the ball across. Torino inside. Brandon Cole. Or Torino.
And we're tied at 10.
Tied for the first time in this ball game.
Haven't settled anything.
Out front with the basketball. This is Cook. Feeds in the corner to Brown. Oh, bad pass. Going to go into the back court, over and back. Violation against CPA. And it will belong to the Panthers of Stone Memorial. Dustin Dishman, right in front of our broadcast location, will put it in play. Dishman to Rowan. Cole jumps in the lane, misses. Dishman follows it in. 2-point lead for the Panthers, their first lead of the game. CPA in front court. They've got Bonds back in there now. Sophomore guard, long three, no good. Missed by Cook, and the rebound, Stone Memorial. Rolling out to Cole. Dishes off on the outside to Spence. Breaking down the baseline. Rowan fake, shoots, and scores. Nice move inside.
And he walked, and he got away with it.
14-10. There's the three on the left, missed by CPA. Alsmiller, he got the loose ball out near the center line, but we've got a foul. And it's going to be on CPA's Vic Wharton. First team foul on the Lions. Goes out of bounds to Stone Memorial. They are leading 14-10 after they trailed early 7-2. They work it at the foul line to Dishman, underneath to Cole. His shot is good. Young man's got a nice touch around the basket.
He really does, and he does not look like your traditional center. He's much shorter than what you would expect him to be.
16-10. Bonds out on the left wing for CPA. Works it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's going to fire a three. In and out. Dishman the rebound. Gets it off to Rowan, and he'll bring it down for the Panthers. Works it across to Spence. Back to Rowan. Spence. Defensively, I think they're playing zone. Coming out on the basketball. There is a jumper out front, no good.
That was a 1-3-1.
That was Torino. They get the ball in the corner to Bonds, to Bradshaw. His three is good.
3 points, Craig Bradshaw.
Makes it a three-point game at 16-13. Panthers bring it down up to Cole. Cole on a long bounce pass and out of bounds. Couldn't save it. That was, who was that diving? That was Bradshaw diving on the floor trying to save it. Couldn't come up with it. Dishman is out, and 25, Justin Simmons, a 6'5 sophomore, is in for Stone Memorial.
Minute 12 left to go in this initial quarter.
Rowan out to Simmons, and we've got a travel and a technical foul has been called. What did he do, Jeff?
I think it's just mouthing, I believe, and it's on a player, not a coach. We'll find out.
Rowan picks up the technical. That'll also go in the books as a personal. And going to the line will be Jake Alsmiller.
His first foul, and he did not commit a foul, so it's not two fouls. It's one.
One. Alsmiller makes the first one. And we'll get one more. And he hit them both.
I'm not sure what his complaint was, but I don't believe it mattered.
Not to the man in the striped shirt.
No.
It'll be inbounded by Wharton to Bradshaw. 16-15 Panthers. A minute remaining in the first quarter. Bonds outside. On top to Alsmiller to Bonds and back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw drives the lane, dishes off. And we've got a foul on Bradshaw after the pass. And that'll be his first. He ran into a defender after he got rid of the ball. I kind of thought no harm, no foul on that.
I did too, but the call was made, and Drew Maddox didn't particularly care for it. But
Spence coming outside. That's a travel.
He hit the three, and the crowd didn't hear the whistle.
Trino called for steps before the shot. 43 seconds in the quarter, and it'll be Vic Wharton, sophomore guard, to bring it down for Christ Presbyterian. CPA in purple, trimmed in gold, and Stone Memorial white, trimmed in black and gold. Wharton out front.
Man-to-man defense, Stone Memorial.
Wharton and Spence having a little personal duel, and that comes over to Bonds. Lions apparently going to hold for the last shot as they trail by one. 10 seconds, Bradshaw with 9. Bradshaw with 6. He'll fire it up there with 5 and hit it. 3-point basket, Bradshaw. And throwing long, and this time that one hit the edge of the board. No heroics here.
Not yet.
And at the end of the first quarter, the score is Christ Presbyterian 18 and Stone Memorial 16. You're listening to the Blue Cross Championships right here on the TSSAA network.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
Second quarter is just underway here in Murfreesboro. Ball coming inside, and the jumper put up and missed by Simmons for Stone Memorial. Christ Presbyterian on a three-point basket in the final 10 seconds, leading, and here's another basket by Bradshaw on the other end. It was Bradshaw that hit the three that put him ahead. And now it is 20-16.
And he's the game's leading scorer with 8.
With the basketball out front. Panthers, Spence. Spence not a starter, but he's in there. Rowan. High post to Simmons to Spence over on the right side. Carino's shot missed. Cole against two defenders, and we've got a jump ball call. And the basketball is going to go to CPA. Good defense there by the Lions.
Dick, just a second here on TV, and we can watch it on TV as you call the game. This is a beautiful floor, isn't it? I mean, it really is a pretty gymnasium. And that blue, red, or blue really looks great, particularly to Mr. Palmer and myself.
Here with the basketball, Wharton shovels it off to Bradshaw. He's had the hot hand. Spins at the foul line. Can't get a shot. Over to Bonds in the corner. Back to Bradshaw. A three. Good again.
Gives him 11, and he's 3 for 5 from the three-point arc.
And all of a sudden, CPA has a 7-point lead. Largest lead of the game. Spence in front court. Trying to bounce pass. Didn't work, but he got it back. Dishman under to Cole. Spins inside, lays it up and in. Brandon Cole, a 6'2 senior.
Well, 6'2", I want to measure him myself.
That three-pointer is wiped off, and the ball will go back to Stone Memorial. 23-18, CPA leading. Coming in for the Panthers is number 30, Luke Matthews, a starter, back in, replacing Spence.
Stone Memorial beat Fulton, excellent team. Austin East, Alcoa in the district and in the region, and then in the sectional they beat Unicoi County by 20 to get here.
That ball kicked away there by Bonds. Panthers will inbound. It'll be Dishman to put it in play. Ball coming into Cole. Off on the left side, driving through for a layup and scoring. Troino with his second basket, 23-20. CPA leading with the ball. Here's Bonds off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, another three. He hit another one. He's got 4 of them.
And he has 14 points.
Driving through, Torino misses, long rebound. Bradshaw's got it, can't control it. And finally, should be a jump ball call.
1, 2, 3, 4 people on the floor.
Coaches will tell you that if there's a loose ball, you have a lot better chance of escaping injury if you dive on the floor for the ball instead of trying to bend over and pick it up. Isn't that right?
That is correct. And they also say that the first person that hits the floor is likely the person that's going to get it. And I think that's probably true, too. Although the coach is not doing the diving, you notice that.
Rowan drives to the foul line, kicks it off in the corner. Dishman tried to weave his way through, couldn't get there, and there's another loose ball, another jump ball going to be called, and the arrow will go back to CPA. Give it to the Lions. Looking yesterday, or was it Wednesday when they played? I lose track of days, but Bradshaw in his first game 0 for 3 from three-point range.
Well, he's
made up for that today.
4 of 6 right now.
Bond's going to try one, and he hits it. He was awfully close to that line, but the signal is 3, and it's 29-20 CPA. Dishman gets it across to Cole, bounces on the left wing. Rolling down the baseline, a little jump start. He traveled, I think. Yeah, he did.
He did that a while ago when they didn't call it. I think this time, though, he did even do a little extra movement after the hop, didn't he?
Yep. 4:55 remaining in the half. Good crowd on hand today. Stone Memorial's going to take a full timeout here, so we will take a break. 4:55 left in the half. With timeout to score, CPA 29 and Stone Memorial 20. You're listening to the Blue Cross Championships on the TSSAA Network. CPA leading 29-20. Mike Buck has seen his team go from a 6-point lead to a 9-point deficit. He called that timeout to try and get things straightened out a little bit. The ball coming into Bradshaw. Bonds fires.
No.
And they call it a 3. I thought his foot was on the line.
Is it the dark line? His foot was definitely on the dark line.
You know, I think maybe the white line is high school.
He's all right. He was all right then.
Cole answers with a deuce on the other end, and it's 32-30. There's a miss, and the rebound taken off by Torino. Gets it up to Dishman. Dishman dishes in the corner, and the shot missed there by Matthews. Taken by Rowan, bringing it back out front. Hooks the ball to Cole, deep on the left side. Long cross-court pass in the corner, and he caught it, but he was standing out of bounds.
Real opportunity now, Dick, for CPA. They've got the ball, and they've got a 10-point lead, and they were right at 4 minutes in the first half, so that they can up that lead.
Bond's going to slow the pace a little bit as he walks it across the line. CPA leading by 10, 32-22. Bonds pushes a bounce pass to Bradshaw. He goes under the basket for a reverse layup, and is he called for the foul? I think he's called for an offensive foul.
Yes. And boy, he did not like it. And his coach didn't either.
So it belongs to Stone Memorial in backcourt. Matthews to Dishman, over to Cole. Back to Matthews. Quick pass to Troino, and we've got a foul on the Lions. Is that Lindsay? Yep, Jalen Lindsay picking up his first.
Lindsay's been quiet after the first couple of minutes of the ball game. Of course, they've been burying so many three-pointers. He's an inside guy, so they're 7 of 13 from three-point land. That is, anything above 40% is terrific.
Yep.
And that's above 50%.
Dishman in the corner. Under to Cole. Fake, shoots, and scores. Got some nice post moves inside.
He has worked on that, I am sure. He has probably a lot. He has 12 points.
32-24. That's Bradshaw coming around a pick, which is going to be judged an illegal pick. And it's on Lindsey. So he picks up 2 quick fouls.
It's his second.
5 on the team now. Ball coming in play to Matthews in backcourt. Dishman jump pass up to Cole, across to Dishman. He's going to try a 3 with that left hand and missed it. And out of bounds, it'll go to CPA. 32-24. Lions leading.
Lindsey went out.
Lindsey out, and 34. Robert Brown back in.
Dishman went out.
We've got Bonds to bring it down. Bonds works across. Gives it over to Bradshaw. He's got the hot hand. Bradshaw backs it up. Around a screen from Bonds. Missed that one. Cole got the rebound. Coming over to Simmons. And coming in a little bit out of control was Matthews, but we've got a foul on CPA. 34, Robert Brown charged with that foul, and Matthews goes to the free throw line. Brown kind of bailed him out on that because Matthews came in a little bit out of control. He'll get the free throw, missed it. And the rebound taken by Bradshaw. Long pass ahead to Bonds. Going to take it all the way, and he is fouled.
He was outnumbered 3-1, and he went on anyway, and he's going to get a break because one of them fouled him.
Simmons picks up his first. Only the 3rd team foul on the Panthers. Going to the line, Braxton Bonds, 6-foot sophomore.
Has 6 points, 2 3-pointers to his credit in this first half.
And hits the free throw. (33-24). We've got 2 players jumping in the lane.
I have no idea what was all about that, but I do know this. CPA jumped in first, and they got called for it. It's going to wipe off the free throw attempt, because had he hit it, it would have wiped it off. Yeah. So it wipes off the attempt altogether. That is very unusual right there, what happened.
Yeah, the ball never left the shooter's hand.
No, he never even looked at the goal. He just had it in his hand.
All right. Stone Memorial brings it down. This is Cole. Cole at the foul line, twisting inside. I started to say he might have gotten away with the travel. He didn't get away with it. The ball's going to go back to CPA with 2 minutes left in the half.
Stone Memorial is in Crossville, Tennessee. And I'm not sure how long they've been a school, but not long.
No. Up there with Cumberland County. Up on the plateau, as they say here. Here's Bonds with the ball outside. Got a little touch foul there on 25, Simmons.
Referee could have let that go. He hurt the offense on that.
Lions play it in. Back in for Stone Memorial is number 3, Gage Spence, a freshman. We've seen a lot of playing time here in the first half. They throw in backcourt to Wharton. Just under 2 minutes left in the half. Wharton, top of the key. There's the 3 in the air and missed. That was Brandon Cook trying from long range. Cole across the line. Torino. Back to Rowan and out front to Spence.
I don't think they want to hold for one. They're just spreading the floor.
Yeah. Trying to get it inside as they do to Cole, and he hits again. 14 for Brandon Cole.
Lead is 7 for CPA.
Out front with the ball, Wharton. Just over a minute to play in the first half. Now Bonds will make a driving layup and score.
Bonds was very quiet in the first quarter, and now I believe he has 10.
I got him with 9. Might have had 10 if they'd let him shoot that other free throw. It's all on the opposite side. Now they go to Cole again, and he hits again.
I tell you what, that kid right there has got some moves around the basket.
Got a great touch around the goal. 35-28. This is Bonds.
They'd probably like to go for one, but I don't know whether they're going to be able to do it or not.
They don't strike you as being a very patient team, do they?
No, they don't. And Stone has come out to pick them up.
That's Spence out there guarding Bonds, number 3 against number 3.
Make him do something, and
now they'll go for one as we're under 10 seconds. This is Wharton. Wharton drives through, has it deflected, misses the shot. Cole the rebound as the first half comes to an end. It is halftime at the Murphy Center, AA semifinals. Christ Presbyterian of Nashville, 35. Stone Memorial High School of Crossville, Tennessee, 28. And we will take a break here and be back with more at halftime from the Murphy Center right here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
Stone Memorial leading scorer for Stone is Cole, Brad Cole, and he has 16 plus 4 rebounds, by the way, and is the game's leading scorer for CPA. Bradshaw has 14, 4 of 7 from three-point range, and the shot lights out, quite frankly. Kim Vanetta from Mount Juliet and the Governor's Highway Safety Office joining me now. And I'm going to remind you of something that I told you last year that and it's right on. And so I've done this before, but we've got a whole bunch of folks that haven't heard this. But my wife and I are out at one of the local stores. We always shop local, you understand. Never leave the county. I've never left the county in my life. Anyway. This lady pulls up to me, right next to me. It's my wife and I getting out of the car, and I just memorized this scene. So I said, "Well, I'll see Kim in a year, and I can tell her that this thing." First of all, this lady has a cell phone in her right hand and a cigarette in her left, okay? There's a kid in the front seat. He's 5 years old, 4 maybe, standing up in the passenger seat, not strapped in. The lady's not strapped in. She reaches out with her right hand, the one holding the cell phone. Well, she tells the person, whoever's on the line, to hold on or something. She reaches out, she holds the kid in the seat so the kid won't fall. I submit to you the seatbelt might have done the same thing. But anyway, she reaches out and grabs the kid so the kid and parks the car. And I thought, lady, I didn't say anything, of course, but I thought if you could just add one more thing, just anything, maybe a beer, let's say, or perhaps a headset, maybe, or the radio could be turned up real loud.
Oh my goodness!
We just pile on these distractions until really we just become a society that's got to multitask. The more things you can add on, the better. And and here comes your time. This is your time right here. So dangerous, isn't it? It is really seriously dangerous.
When you were talking about that scene, the first thing I thought of when you got to the kid was the kid's the one that's the most important, and she's the one that she's paying attention to the least. I mean, everybody's supposed to be buckled in, especially that child. So we have a mother who borderline abusive because her kid's not buckled in, she's not buckled in. She has something in her right hand, something in her left hand, and still trying to do something else with her right hand. I mean, it's incredible how many laws she broke just in a span of 30 seconds. So, and things like that happen. I mean, you're talking about so much to do on the road. The cell phone makers have made it so easy to stay in touch with the world. For some reason, we think we have to be in touch with the world 24/7. So we have texting, which this demographic is the worst about, the 15, 16-year-old. They'll run into you while they're texting and walking. So then they're trying to do that when they're driving, and they think they cannot look up. Not look down at the text. They think they can see the road the whole time. But even if they could, the focus is not there. So we have the texting, we have the Facebook, we have Twitter, we have GPS, we have surfing the internet. So many things to do on that telephone. And what needs to happen is you need to turn that telephone off when you get into the car and not talk, not do anything. Because these kids are also, they're driving, but they have friends with them, so there's another distraction. CD player, there's another distraction. Car makers, DVD players, there's another distraction. They're eating, they're putting on makeup. How many things are we doing in a car besides driving?
Well, I submit to you that lady drove there talking on the phone and smoking, and neither her or the kids strapped in. I'd say she did that, all that on the way to, she was actually on the highway doing that.
She was very lucky that nothing happened.
Yeah, but we have become a society, and I'm guilty. I'm not guilty of those things, but I'm guilty of multitasking. There's no question about that. But I watched my granddaughter, who's now in 23, and in my heavens, she does 6 things at once. And I hope she doesn't text and drive. She says no. But just in the, we watch TV, we're on the internet, we're reading, we're talking on the cell phone, eating, all at the same time.
And we never have time to shut our brains off, which is really, we need recovery time, and we don't have any recovery time. And I do the same thing. When I'm at work, I'm trying to do 12 things at once, and then never want to miss a phone call or an email.
Right.
So
heavens no.
I know. Even here, I can't get on to my email, and it's driving me crazy. And, it's going to be there tomorrow.
It will be.
I can do it tomorrow. It's not that big a deal. So we need some relaxed time, but when you're behind the wheel, that's not even relaxed time. That's supposed to be total focus on driving. This morning I was on my way here. There's a guardrail in the middle of the interstate. Somebody had hit a guardrail. It came out in the interstate. Had I been not paying attention on the phone or anything else, I would have hit that guardrail, because I have to not only look where that guardrail is, but I have to see if I can get over because there's somebody in the other lane.
Right.
So that's a crash waiting to happen. There's a gator. Do you know what a gator is?
Yes.
For those of you who don't, tractor trailers on their tires. If you run over a tire that has been let out from one of those semis, your tires are shot because of what's made in that. So it's laying in the middle of the road. And then as I come up to Murphy Center, there's another crash right in front of Murphy Center. The weather plays a factor too. So there are so many things on the road we have to worry about.
Kim, I would like to think this week you may have saved a life.
I hope we've saved several this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going to take a 1-minute break. 1 minute, we'll be back, and Dick and I will look at the first half, and then we'll have basketball action from Murphy Center and TSSAA Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
It's from three-point land, and has hit 7 of them, while Stone Memorial is 2 of 6. As far as I'm concerned, that's the difference.
And the leader, of course, Craig Bradshaw, 4 out of 7 from three-point range, and he has 14 points in the first half. There you see the team stats. 12 of 27 for the Lions, 13 of 25 for the Panthers. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well.
Not bad.
Inbounding, Stone Memorial. They have it first to start the second half.
And Dick, unless I'm missing a number or something, I believe it's the same 10 that started the game.
Driving through and missing. Dishman missed the tip, got the rebound, had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, and will belong to the Panthers under their basket. Going to be inbounded there by Trino. Gets it into Rowan. He'll pull up and shoot. Rimmed out. And the ball out of bounds to CPA. CPA going right to left as we view it here and as you view it. You're watching our live video. Third quarter just underway. This is Bonds. Working outside to Bradshaw and missed the first three-point attempt of the second half. Dishman the rebound. Over it comes to Matthews. Both teams subbed a lot in the first half. I think you can probably expect to see the starters playing most of the second half. Ball coming to Matthews. Over to Rowan. And Rowan's going to try a three, and it kicks off the front of the rim. No good. Bradshaw, the rebound.
Hard rebound came right back to him, and they're running.
Allsmiller for three, and he connects.
When Allsmiller let it go, Bradshaw just went to the other end. He didn't even turn around and even look at the goal. Just held up his finger and went to the other end. He didn't even shoot it.
Three-pointer number 8 for CPA in the game, and it's 38-28. In the lane, Dishman misses a short one, and the rebound taken by Bonds. Lindsay leaves it back out with Allsmiller for a three. That one kicks off the rim. Wharton got the rebound. Over to Bradshaw, and he'll bank it in. 40-28. CPA in the lead. Inside Cole. That one hung up on the rim and wouldn't go.
And he fouled on the rebound, and I think that Mike Buck is kind of looking around here and saying, I believe we're in trouble.
Cole was 8 out of 10 from in the paint and close in the first half, and that one just rolled off the rim.
So he's 8 of 11. So he's shooting 72% from the from the floor.
Wharton to Bonds. Bonds started in the lane. Brings it back outside. Lions leading. There's a ball deflected, and it's going to go back to CPA.
He almost ended up in Bobby Gardner's lap over there, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if he could handle that or not.
I don't either.
Here's Bonds in front court.
Would have been an ugly scene. Bonds
coming back to Wharton. And back out it comes to Bonds. Panthers in a zone, putting a little pressure on the ball out front. Wharton in the corner to Bradshaw. He'll drive the baseline, leave it out there with Lindsay, and I don't know how he got that one to fall.
I don't have any idea. He put a little English on it, and he just spun up there and went in after the whistle.
Foul's going to be on Dishman, I think. May have called it on. Nope, it's on Matthews. 7
points now for Lindsay, and he'll have a free throw. Not a good free throw shooter, and he misses this one. I say he's not a good free throw shooter, not in this game.
42-28. CPA's lead is 14. Stone Memorial trying to get something going. Here in the third quarter, they trailed at halftime.
And Dick, we're 3 minutes in, and they have not scored in this half.
Driving the lane. That one is not going to count. Carino called for a foul.
Lindsay stood there, took his medicine, and as the ball was shot, he ran right over him. And they still haven't scored. And there's your timeout, which had to be called by Coach Buck to try to right the ship here.
Yeah, it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break for our stations. You're listening to the Blue Cross Championships right here on the TSSAA network. That's the eye of the tiger, but we got no tigers here. We got lions and panthers, though.
We do. We got cats versus cats here, but the lead now, Dick, is 14. And Stone Memorial, who has a fine basketball team, have got to get back in this game.
This is Bonds, leaves it under with Lindsay, tried to stuff it, and got undercut a little bit. So he'll go to the line. Foul is on number 30, Matthews, his second. Lindsay, 1 out of 3 at the line. Will get a couple here. Knocks down the first one.
That one looked better.
43-28. They extend the lead to 15. And the second shot rims out.
I don't know what the enrollment at CPA is, but they're not in class.
Ball coming across to Cole. He'll go for the hoop and score.
He has 18.
And Stone Memorial needed that. Their first points of the second half. Bonds drives the lane with a runner and misses. Got his own rebound. Over to Wharton. Out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw carried the ball. Just tucked it under his arm like a loaf of bread.
Good call, Dick. I thought he was fouled, and I think the coach thought he was fouled. But I believe you were right.
I mean, I got one right?
Yes. You get many right.
I better not try to call another one then. Here's Matthews. There we have a foul.
Any day when you don't do a game, I know you've got baseball tomorrow. Tonight, too, don't you?
Yeah, I got baseball tonight and tomorrow.
Blue Raider baseball, and then you've got the NCAA Vandy Lady Raiders.
That's on Sunday afternoon.
4 o'clock.
Cole got the loose ball and then threw it away. Mike Buck over there can't stand it.
I think you wanted Cole just to take it onto the hole. When you're 9 of 12 shooting, you just take it onto the hole.
Here's Wharton. Wharton in front court. Came close to double dribble out there, but back to him. He'll drive to the foul line. Dishes off in the corner to Bonds. Had an open shot, but passed it up. Over to Bradshaw. Now Lindsay operating outside. Back to Bonds. 43-30. And Bonds, top of the key, misses. Rebound Cole. Ahead to Matthews. Wants to drive. Had it blocked by Bradshaw. Got it back. And that one's going to go. And Matthews will go to the free throw line.
Fouls on Lindsay, his third. Now, I don't know if they're going to take him out or not. Coach Maddox looking down his bench, and now he's tugging at his pant loops and looking at Bobby Gardner and Butch Campbell, and we're going to leave him in.
3-point play for Matthews. That'll close the gap to 10. Stone Memorial clawing back now. They had been down 15. Bonds to Lindsay. To Bradshaw. Almost deflected away. Bradshaw can't find anybody. He found Lindsay for a stop. Lindsay just hung around down the baseline and got open. 45-33. Cole. And Rowan's three no good. Cole got the offensive put back and scored. And he's fouled, and that may be 4 on Lindsay.
It is 4. The official, I don't care much for that call. I thought Cole hit him with the elbow and scored, but maybe not. It's hard to say. Here comes the subject for Lindsay, and I know Coach Maddox is thinking, boy, I should have taken him out a while ago when he got his third, but I didn't do it. You always second guess yourself. Cole, by the way, 20 points.
Yep. Brown checking in, a 6'2 junior for Lindsay, and Brandon Cole at the line looking for point number 21. He's got it. That cuts the lead to 9 at 45-36. Craig Bradshaw across the line. That's going to be a block on Troino, his second foul.
I don't believe we got that right either, but maybe so.
Ball will go out of bounds to CPA. Brown coming into Wharton.
Those last two calls, Dick, you have to admit, very, very close. Could have gone either way.
What do they call them? Borderline? Is that what they call them? Borderline calls. Wharton backs it up. 9-point lead CPA. And they are killing a little bit of time. Try and get somebody open. Wharton makes a break, drives with a good burst of speed and lays it in. Only his second basket, 47-36.
Stone Memorial asleep on defense.
Cole going to drive all the way, missed that one. Got the rebound. That's not going to count.
No, that foul's going to be on 32.
Dishman coming in trying to get a rebound. Came in a little bit too strong and picks up his second foul. 11-point lead for CPA. A little over 2 minutes left in the third. Here's Wharton in front court. Wharton going to double teamed over to Bonds. He'll back it up. Under 2 minutes to play in the quarter now. Wharton out front. He'll back it up. Wait for somebody to come out and guard him, as Dishman does. Dishman missed the steal. Wharton's going to drive for the lane. As the ball deflected, it's out of bounds. I dropped my pencil.
The lead, when it got to 7 or 8 or 9, 10 points, 11 points, 12, it's hovered around that.
Ball coming in to Brown. His jumper no good. Bradshaw offensive rebound. A little bit too strong. He's called for a foul.
And he got the ball back. I thought he might have climbed the back to do that. And then he leaned in to shoot and just knocked the guy down.
47-36. Christ Presbyterian by 11. Stone Memorial with the ball. Dishman out front. Rowan, well, he wanted Carino to break in the baseline, and he was a little bit slow getting there. Now we've got a pile up and a loose ball.
And it'll be CPA's basketball when they unpile them.
Who recovered? Down on the bottom of the pile is Wharton. It'll go out of bounds to CPA. CPA led by 2 at the quarter, by 7 at the half. Have led by as many as 15 here in the third quarter. They lead by 11 right now. Bond's going to throw long to Bradshaw. He's got it for a layup. Very well executed. Good timing. In backcourt, coming over to Matthews.
That pass was intended for you, I
think. Yes, I thought I was going to have to save the equipment again.
Bond's on the foul.
And that will be number 2 on him.
If you've thrown yourself in front of the equipment and saved it, is that your plan?
I've already had my save for the tournament. That was 2 days ago. All coming into Dishman. Dishman got it to Cole inside. Nice touch off the glass. 49-38.
He's keeping them close. He's got 23 now.
In backcourt, Bradshaw to Bonds. We're under a minute to play in the third quarter. They give it to Wharton, and a good assist from Bonds. Wharton gets the basket.
CPA calls time to talk it over, Dick.
51-38. I think we're going to keep it here, are we, or is it a full timeout? No, it's going to be a full timeout. So for our stations, we'll take a minute as you listen to the Blue Cross Championships right here on the TSSAA Network. Less than a minute to play here in the third quarter. Stone Memorial badly needing some points here at the end of the period. Deep right side. Throwing back to Matthews. Off the rim. And Dishman got the rebound, unfortunately.
He fell down.
He went down and
was helped.
Call for steps. CPA with the ball. 51-38 Lions are leading by 13. Wharton out front. Now they will probably hold for the last shot. Wharton guarded by Dishman out near the center line, right in front of the scorer's table. Going to drive. Tried to bounce it underneath. The ball stolen. Loose on the floor. And from flat on his back, Brown threw one up at the buzzer that missed. And that's the end of the third quarter.
Hit the front of the rim.
It did. 3 in the books. It is 51-38. Price Presbyterian. Stay with us for the fourth quarter. The Blue Cross Championships right here on the TSSAA Network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat or We'll choose one for you.
Fourth quarter action at the Murphy Center.
CPA won the third quarter, Dick, 16-10.
And they lead by 13. Now we've got a foul right off the bat here in the fourth quarter. That's Brown.
Stone Memorial girls were here last week, and CPA girls won it. First time they'd ever been here.
Wouldn't it be something if the boys could duplicate that?
Well, they are, I believe, the favorite to do that now. It's razor thin.
Winner of this game plays Memphis Mitchell. 2 o'clock tomorrow for the AA championship. Wharton with the ball outside to Bonds. Back to Wharton. High post to Brown. Defense going to come out and guard the ball now. 13-point lead. Wharton cuts left on the dribble, and a foul on Dishman, and that's going to be number 3 on him.
They're going to spread the floor and force Stone into a man-to-man defense and a tight one, at least on the ball. And they think they can beat them to the goal, and they have done so. They've had some success doing that.
7th foul, 1-1 for Wharton.
And of course, you can hit your free throws, and Dick, you and I know all about missed free throws.
Yeah,
we do. If you can do that, then you're in good shape. Particularly when you've got a 17-point lead or whatever it is. What is it? 14 now, 52-38.
Right. One more bonus shot for Wharton. And missed that one. It kind of crawled over the top of the board, and while the ball was doing that, we've got a foul on Brown. I didn't see what he did. I was watching the ball up on top of the board.
And I was watching this side, and he got the rebound. Coming from the other side, he must have shoved somebody out of the way to get there.
So that's his third, and that's the 7th foul on CPA, so that'll send Brandon Cole to the line with 1-1. So both teams in the 1-1. There you see Mike Buck looking on.
Yeah. Cole is 1 for 1 from the line, but he has had a tremendous game.
2 for 2 now.
He has 24 points. He's 11 of 15 from the floor and 2 for 2 from the line, and he has 9 rebounds, Dick. That's yeoman work right there.
Get them both. 52-40. All knocked out of bounds. We'll go back to CPA.
Cole nearly got that.
CPA right at 50% from the field on 19 of 39. Wharton to Bonds. Got Brown wide open for a layup, and he'll score.
Of course, Stone Memorial forced to guard everybody man-to-man and tightly all over the floor on the press, and that time when they double somebody at the center line, went for a steal.
54-40. Out front with the basketball. Rowan underneath. Got Simmons there, and he'll lay it up and in.
Justin Simmons.
Well, we just had 2 subs score. The first 2 subs for either team got the last 2 baskets. First 2 subs to score, and now we've got Wharton with a driving layup to make it 56-42. And every time Stone Memorial crawls back into it, CPA answers.
Yes, they had it at 10, which is, I guess, crawling back into it, and now it's gone to 56-42.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. 14 is the lead. Mitchell defeated Liberty 42-39 in the first game this afternoon. In that game, it was almost painful to see both teams trying to score points.
Well, particularly the last quarter. I mean, it was very awkward. They air balls left and right. A lot of missed shots. A lot of bad shots. But anyway, I think one team shot 25% from the floor. I didn't look at the stats. I was 28% at one point. And
AAA next, Jeff. We've got Clarksville against Memphis Central. in our next game. And then following that, Memphis East against Science Hill. So we've got a couple of Memphis schools coming in for the next two.
Science Hill, of course, a long history in this tournament.
Ball coming outside. Stone Memorial with the ball. Torino out to Spence. Into Cole. Had that one partially blocked. I think Bradshaw got a hand on it, and Bonds comes up with it. Hurries across the line. Bradshaw back to Bonds. Bonds gives it back to Wharton. Wharton flips it over to Bonds.
Well, they are definitely burning clock now.
Those of you watching can see Drew Maddox over on the bench directing traffic. And Simmons made a dive for it.
Good call.
And they're going to call the foul on Cole. And that'll be his second. That'll bring Wharton to the line for a 1-and-1.
Coach Maddox kind of really irritated with some of his team members because they left Bonds out there twisting in the wind, trying to get the ball back, and didn't come out and help him.
Wharton hit the free throw with the help of a good bounce. Gets one more.
He's in double figures now, Dick, with 10, and has played very well.
Now Coach Maddox is going to send number 2, Brandon Cook, in. Missed that one. 57-42. Stone Memorial down 15 with the ball. Simmons into the lane. Reverse layup, no good. Cole got the rebound. Had it knocked away and out of bounds. The Panthers maintained possession. Here's Brandon Cook, a senior. Checking in for CPA. In for Robert Brown. Torino gets it in play to Rowan. Out on the left side. Backs it up. Simmons. Passed up, a shot at the foul line. Back to Rowan. He'll take a three that's short and rebounded in. Robert Torino makes it 57-44. Torino in backcourt guarding Bradshaw with the ball, and he'll come across. That's a reach-in foul on number 12, Torino. And will be his third. Bradshaw's been kind of quiet in the second half. Had a great first half.
Been very quiet, but it's the style of ball that's being played now, which does not call for three-pointers, for sure.
Free throw good.
Calls for free throws, which he just hit.
I think Lindsey's getting ready to come in for CPA.
Hits this one, he'll have 20, Dick.
And he did. And he does. Lindsey coming in for Cook. 59-44. CPA. Here's Spence in backcourt for the Panthers. Stops out front, ran into a double team and walked. Kind of surprised him.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm not really sure he walked. Looked like to me he got rid of the ball plenty of time, but maybe not.
CPA will have it in backcourt into Bradshaw. Bradshaw dribbled it off his foot, and Rowan intercepted. And now he loses the dribble, gets it back over to Simmons. Simmons fires it to Spence for an open three that hits the rim and comes off. Simmons the rebound, under to Cole, no doubt about that one.
Timeout, Stone Memorial.
59-46. Be a 30-second timeout, which means we'll keep it right here with 4:42 left to play. And CPA team has led most of the game, and they lead now by 13.
Cole, 27 points, and shooting right at 71.5% for the game. He's 12 of 17.
Pretty good bet to make the all-tournament team, wouldn't you say?
I would think so. He has 10 rebounds as well.
Double-double today for Brandon Cole.
16 turnovers for Stone Memorial, 14 for CPA. That's too many for either team, but, you know, the pace of play has been fast.
We expected it to be that way. That ball went off. Did it go off Lindsey? No, guess not, because CPA puts it in play.
Lindsey back with his 4 fouls.
There's a foul on Dishman in the backcourt, and that is his 4th. So we'll stroll to the other end. That's also the 10th foul on the Panthers of Stone Memorial. That means 2 shots the rest of the way for Wharton. So we may be here a while. First one good.
Lead now 14. Dick, you and I talked about it earlier in the broadcast with they'd scored 80, in the 80s. And we expected a game about like this.
Missed the second one.
60-46.
Matthews will bring it down. Met at the center line by Wharton and forced him back across the line. Don't throw the ball over to us. We try to referee a lot, but we don't handle the basketball.
No, not well. I don't. Not well.
Here's Bonds to inbound. Put it in play to Bradshaw. Lost the handle on it. Got it back. Double teamed over there. Might call it. Started to say he might call a timeout, but he got fouled first. The foul on Matthews, his 3rd. It'll be 2 shots for Bradshaw.
That voice you hear in the background is John Rice, the PA guy.
Very familiar voice to those of us here at the Murphy Center.
Right, he does Lady Raider games, also does Oakland home games, and does state tournament along with Chip Walters, who walked by just a minute ago. They alternate a bit.
I think Chipper will be here this afternoon, and I think he's going to do one of the games on TV tomorrow. Free throw good, number 2.
He did in Girls State. I don't know if he is. He actually did 2. The first and last game in Girls State, along with Kyle Turnham.
61-46. Matthews. Jump pass across the line to Simmons. He'll pull up and shoot and score. Good-looking sophomore Simmons makes it 61-48, and CPA has lost the ball.
Morton threw it away. It was bounce pass intended for Bradshaw, and it was poorly thrown and went out of bounds and was heading down the tunnel before a local police officer corralled it.
With good hands.
Yes. Chip Walters, by the way, doing the Raider game from University of Tennessee on Monday. Is that, what time is that?
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Ball coming in. Simmons lays it up and in. 2 in a row for Justin Simmons.
Second round in the NIT. Great game here the other night, Dick, when Raiders beat Marshall.
The Thundering Herd. Bonds. Lindsey fouled by Cole. It'll be 3 on Cole. That'll put Lindsey back at the free throw line with 2.
Well, it is his 3rd foul. Probably not important. 3:45 left. But one thing, that was a good foul because Lindsey was about to dunk it or score, and putting him at the line, it's odds of him hitting 2 free throws are not real good.
He's going to prove you wrong.
They're a little better now. He gets the first one.
Lindsey with 11. But you're right. He's been a little off at the line. I told you.
Yeah, you told me. It's good that I'm not a gambler.
That's the radio broadcaster's curse. 63-50.
That's true. As soon as you start talking about what a great game of players had, they'll proceed to throw one into the 4th row.
Right, and how they never miss a free throw. Yeah, or never hit one.
Yeah, either way.
There's a 3 coming up short. And a little tug of war for the basketball. It'll be possession arrow pointing to CPA. 63-50, CPA leading with a little over 3 minutes to play.
The Stone Memorial team is a reflection of Coach Buck. They will not die. They're never beat.
And to Alls, Miller to Bonds.
They ran out of clock time maybe, but you never beat.
Bradshaw Down the baseline. Tried to give it to Lindsay. It's stolen. Here comes Cole. Cole ahead to Rowan for three, and the rebound taken by Lindsay and a whistle.
Maybe on Cole or Wharton. No, Cole. Well, we'll see. Wharton will shoot.
Cole got his fourth. Now Wharton to the line to shoot two. You want to say anything about his ability there?
He's got two shots?
He's got two.
Okay, he's an excellent free throw shooter. He's going to hit them both. Hey.
Halfway right. 64-50. 4 of the CPA starters, Jeff, are sophomores, including Wharton.
He missed the second one.
And the rebound taken by Torino. 64-50. Simmons, good spin move and a shot off the front of the rim.
Probably had to have that shot probably
right there.
They got
a 3-on-1 there, and Wharton makes it, and he'll go to the line.
Had to have this last one probably to have any chance. Didn't get it, and scoring on the other end and a foul.
So it'll be Wharton back to the free throw line. Vic Wharton slowly piling up some points.
Yeah, he's got 14.
Got one shot coming here. Did we have somebody foul out? No, they're wiping up some moisture off the floor.
This is the only thing that we don't do well at Middle Tennessee. We do everything else well.
We don't wipe the floor
well?
We
do not wipe the floor well. We've got little kids here that in regular season games that look like they're about 4 years old, and I don't understand it. But anyway, everything else I think is pretty great.
Simmons, the rebound. Driving through, missed the shot. That was Matthews. CPA's got it. Wharton back to Bonds. And over to Allsmiller. They'll bring it back out front.
They have no interest in shooting. They know they're going to be at the line. The lead is 16 with 2:38. Game should be over. You know, Dick, one thing about you and your broadcasting this year, you haven't had many losses, have you? You didn't have a league loss in this gym. Well, in any gym till the tournament.
I guess you're right. I hadn't thought about that.
Plus, you beat Kentucky. I mean, you know, and it's been a pretty good year, hasn't it?
Has been. Allsmiller hits two at the line.
Are they giving you any credit?
No, not at all.
The coach saying that maybe
not at all.
Perhaps it's you?
No.
No? I think that's short-sighted of them.
Well, they do feed me.
Oh, okay.
Torino out to Simmons. And pass deflected by Bonds. Wharton's going to drive for a layup and miss. Torino the rebound and back to Simmons. Simmons didn't know who he was throwing it to, but Torino saved it. And tried to force one up.
And he did, and he leaned into the guy who was guarding him. It's Bonds, and the foul will be on Bonds.
They're going to give him 3 shots. Robert Torino, senior guard. Free throws a little uneven, aren't they? What do you got on the screen over there as far as team attempts and made?
All right. Stone Memorial only 4 of 5.
And now 4 of 6 as Torino misses the first one.
The CPA 16 of 25.
Yeah. Made the second one.
He has 8, but the lead is 17 with 2 minutes. You got who is it? Clarksville and who are they playing next? Clarksville and I don't have the AAA in front of me.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Made 2 out of 3. Memphis Central.
Yeah.
The original Central High School in Memphis. There is a foul. And they will have the letter H on their uniform to call attention to that.
Okay.
That they are the original high school in Memphis. Wharton back to the line.
I remember that. They've worn those before.
Yeah.
They've had those H's on there before because everybody asked them.
What is that? One more and missed that one. Simmons the rebound.
Well, I certainly jinxed Wharton, hadn't I?
69-52. Bowen's going to try for three and miss. And Troino had it skip off his hands out of bounds. 17-point lead, less than 2 minutes to play. You know, we saw the team from Cloudland come from. There's Lindsay with a dunk. Great setup pass. Saw that little Cloudland team come from 16 behind and almost win yesterday, losing to McEwen by 1 point. But I don't think we're going to have a comeback like that today.
Lindsay now with 14. Wharton's going to go back to the line. After a foul by Simmons.
Simmons picked up his third, and to the line, Vic Wharton. Southpaw has that one skim off. One more. Looking up into the CPA cheering section there a moment ago. Second shot good. You fill out, now we got to clear the benches, I think. You fill out a NCAA bracket?
I did not.
You normally do that?
I normally do. I didn't do it this year.
72-52 as the lead balloons to 20.
My grandson and granddaughter did. And my daughter did.
Now, they'll probably do well.
Well, I can tell you this. My granddaughter beats my grandson. This is the third. This will be the. If she wins this year, I think it's the fourth year in a row. And it just kills him.
Yeah. Jeff, both teams cleared their benches. There's a shot inside that's not going to go. That was Tyler Yoder, a 6'4 sophomore, missing for Stone Memorial. And with a basketball for CPA, Brandon Cook. He's been in there before.
Tucker Johnson is in the game, as is Connor Zelnick. And Robert Brown is back. And there's one more player that I don't have, Adams, Paul Adams. And if you want to look over the Stone Memorial.
Cameron Thompson is in for Stone Memorial. Jonathan Presley. Tyler Yoder. 23 is Larry Breeden. And 22 is, I've already got him, Presley. Coach 14 is Thompson. I'm still missing one.
Coach Bradshaw wanted to get Brown out of there since he played extensive minutes. And I believe he put in Andrew Majias.
Here's my other player, Matt Troino, number 21 for Stone Memorial. Now what do we got? 18 seconds left. That's what we got.
20-point lead. We're not going to get the 80.
With the basketball, Coleman Spann.
CPA has been told not to shoot, I think.
Intercepted. Well, Stone Memorial didn't get those instructions, and the basket by Tyler Yoder at the basket, or at the buzzer, will make the final score. Christ Presbyterian 72 and Stone Memorial 54. CPA will advance to the championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
CPA wins the first game of the tournament, Dick, by 20, and they win today by 18.
So Memphis Mitchell, the opponent, a low-scoring team, but a very good defensive team with a lot of athletic ability. Should be an interesting game tomorrow. Mitchell against Stone Memorial. And that's going to wrap it up. We're going to take a couple of minutes and be back to give you the stats and give you a recap on this game. You're listening to the Blue Cross Championships, coming to you on the TSSAA Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.